Welcome to the video editing class. This is brought to you by TLI, and I'm excited to be here. I can't wait for everybody to learn one or something new on this platform. So we are going straight to it. This is all about video editing. Today is all about video editing. You understand? Brought to you by TLI, and I'm going to be your instructor today. My name is Chiki Onaku. Thank you very much. Now let's get into it. Let's get into lesson number one. The first thing you have to understand is that we have to first of all be for you to be able to understand video editing, you have to first of all be able to define what video editing is. So let's go. I have some definitions of video editing here. And let's look at the first one. Video editing is the use, manipulation, and arrangement of video clips. I'll say it again. Video editing is the use, manipulation, and arrangement of video clips. Basically, no matter how good a production is done during its production stage, beautiful camera works, beautiful script and everything, if the video editor does not arrange and use the clips he has gotten, or we call clips rushes, if he does not use those rushes very well, he's going to spoil the production 100%. It doesn't matter. No matter how good the cameras are, the lighting is, the talents are, talents meaning the actors or whatever you use. If the video editor does not manipulate those clips effectively, arrange them sequentially how it's supposed to go, he's going to have a bad production. So, and that's what video editing is all about. And this involves a whole lot of patience. Now let's look at the definition number two. Video editing is the process of editing segments of motion video production, footage, special effects, sound recording in the post-production process. Basically, video editing happens in the post-production. It does not happen in the pre or during the production. It happens during the post-production. Now, this definition is more in-depth because it now brings in things like effects, sound recordings. You understand? A video editor should be skilled in sound, effects, photos, video clips, all of that. In fact, he's practically a jack of all trade. He is very important. In fact, I would argue that he's one of the most important people in the production, in the entire production chain. Now, one way for you to look at a video editing sequentially is shots, scenes, sequence, editing. Shots, remember this, shots, scenes, sequence, and editing. You'll be able to understand this when we go into the practicals. You'll be able to understand what a shot means, scene means, sequence means, and editing. Now, let's go into types of editing. We have the following types of editing. We have 1, linear editing, 2, non-linear editing, 3, offline editing, and 4, online editing. For the purpose of this class, we're going to be looking at non-linear editing. And let's look at the definition of that. Non-linear editing is the process of editing video clips on computers with specialized software programs such as Corel Video Studio, Avid Media Composer, Adobe Premiere Pro, and Final Cut Pro. The other type of, okay. So now let's look at, so we're going to go into our next, we're going to go into the next lesson, which is going to be frames and shots. Frames and shots. What's a frame? A frame is one of the many still images which compose the complete moving picture. A frame is one of the many still images which compose the complete moving picture. Do you understand that? A frame, practically, let me put it like this. A frame is a still photo. A still photo. You know how you take a photo, pop, how he poses, that's a frame. Now let's look at a shot. A shot is a continuous single run of a picture frame. Now, so a frame is a single still photo, right? So a shot is now a continuous single run of same picture. And that's now what now makes it to be a video. You understand that? A frame is a single photo. A shot is now single run of the continuous frame. And that's basically the difference between videography and photography. One is a frame, while the other one is a shot, is a continuous single run of a picture. Now let's look at scene. A scene is composed of various shots. Remember, a frame is a remember a shot is a continuous single frame. Now, a scene is now composed of various shots. So when you're looking at a scene, you see maybe Emeka walking. So Emeka walking is a continuous shot. Abi? And then you now see Bayo meeting Emeka. Bayo meeting Emeka is another shot. Both of them together now gives you a scene. A scene is composed of what? Various shots. Do you understand that? So various shots. If a shot of Emeka walking, a shot of Bayo walking, a shot of Bayo and Emeka shaking hands, it all gives you a scene. Now, let's look at a sequence. A sequence is a number of scenes joined together that could be large percentage of the movie. Do you understand that? So remember, we have our shots, we have our scene. Our sequence now is now made up of various scenes joined together that cannot give us a large percentage of the movie. Do you understand? So basically, scene one, scene two, scene three, scene four. Just like how you see in movies, you see this scene, you see the next scene, you see the next scene. And it is the video editor's job to be able to arrange these scenes sequentially following the shooting script and the and also following the script movie script of the production. Do you understand? So you're now understanding how important an editor is. If he does not, sometimes you will see some Nigerian movies whereby maybe they're showing a day scene and this person walks into the house. Then the next thing is that he's coming out of the house. But when he comes out of the house, maybe he's wearing a yellow clothes, only for him to come out and he's not wearing a blue clothes. You'll be surprised. You'll be like, what happened? This conversation just happened now. Or he's coming out from the house. So you're seeing this scene, and then as you're seeing that sequence, the next sequence is that is a day scene, he's coming out at night. You'll not be wondering, what happened? He actually entered during the day. They had a discussion for about 5 minutes. How did it turn to night? You understand me? So he has to be able to arrange these things very well. Now let's look at what a movie is. A movie, a form of video content that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images or things, giving the illusion of continuous movements. Are you seeing how all of them graduate? Are you seeing the graduation of all this? Are you seeing how they graduate? You can see how it starts from frame, which is like the micro, to a shot, to a scene, to a sequence, to a movie. And all these things is done by what? The video editor. Now let's look at the lesson number 3. This is important. You have to get this right. Systems recommended specification. If you want to be into professional, if you want to professionally go into movie production, video editing, you have to get this. This is not negotiable. So now the RAM speed should be 8 gigabytes, storage capacity 500 gig to 1 terabyte. You're going to be dealing with a whole lot of large files. You understand me? A whole lot of large files. So you cannot have a small space, storage space in your system or in your PC or on your desktop. It has to be 500 gigabytes to 1 terabyte. Your core i5 to i7, that's a must. Graphics card, 1 gigabyte must be a graphics card. 1 gigabyte dedicated graphics card. This is very, very important because you're going to be rendering effects, color gradings, so many things on your system. So you need that graphics card. Cannot be competing with the RAM of the system. It has to be a dedicated graphics card. If you can get something higher than that, beautiful. Processor speed 3.2 GHz, that is a must. The processor has to be fast. It has to be fast. It has to be able to move quickly. Let it not be hanging. You cannot have a system that is hanging. So this is a must, and it's not negotiable. And let's look at our lesson 4, types of courses. By the way, this is brought to you by TLI Skills. Very soon they're launching the website. Get involved. Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you stay locked. Put your ears on the ground and make sure you hear when TLI is launching. You're going to get a lot of information. You're going to get a lot of opportunities on that website. Now, let's look at these types of video cuts. We have the hard cut, we have the cross cut, we have the jump cut, we have cutaway, we have J cut, L cut, and montage. Now, for the sake of this training, we're going to be looking at our L cuts. L cut, we're going to be looking at some types of cuts, not all types of cuts, but some types of cuts. Now let's look at our L cuts. This technique sees character A speaking, but then the scene cuts to character B as character A continues their dialogue. By doing this, the editor is allowing the viewer to hear the dialogue while also seeing a reaction of character B, giving the audience a better overall understanding of the scene. Basically, what this means is that you're seeing someone talking, the next thing, you see another person possibly reacting to what he's saying or on that picture, but his voice still continues on that. And that's how you have that L. This L you're looking at, that's exactly how you get this L. Do you understand? The L is basically, you're seeing someone talking, then the next thing, the scene cuts to someone else. You understand? The scene cuts to someone else, but you're still hearing the audio of the person that was initially talking. That's how you have that L. You understand? Now let's go to the next type of cuts. Let's go to the next type of cut. This is our J cut. J cut is exactly the opposite of an L cut. Now, the J cut is the opposite of the L cut. With this technique, the viewer hears the dialogue of a character A, but only sees character B on screen from this shoot of character B, which provides emotional information and context for the scene. This editor cuts back to character A. Do you understand this? Now, what this one means is that the person is hearing the voice of character A, but seeing the picture of character B. You understand? You are hearing a voice, but the picture you're seeing is not the person that owns that voice. So it's the complete opposite. The complete opposite of what? L cuts. You can see how they are different. L is the picture comes, then the voice continues, the picture change. But J is that you hear the voice with a different picture before the picture comes up. I hope so far we are able to follow at this point, because we're now heading to the practicals of our class, where we're going to be practicalizing these two cuts. We're only going to practicalize on these two cuts. You understand? We're going to see how you can work out these two cuts in this class, because the truth about the matter is that editing class is very intense, and we cannot finish everything we cannot unpack everything we have on this Zoom class. So obviously, as time goes on, we're going to have a master class coming up very, very soon. But for now, we're going to try to give you the best quality we can and the best education we can on this. So I'm going to teach you how to get your J and your L cuts. All right. Now, before we go into this, I want to let everybody know something. Yeah. As a video editor, there's one thing you have to have. You have to have patience. If you don't have patience, you can't be a video editor. You must be able to sit down on your system for days, weeks, trying to get the perfect scene, trying to get the perfect cuts, trying to make your production the best. Once you don't have the patience to sit down and let that creativity flow, it's going to be difficult for you to be a video editor. That's number one. And then number two, you must be able to be creative. Creativity. This is all about creativity. That's the truth. You understand? So we're just going to jump into our practicals right now, and I'm going to show you how we are going to start it. So the first things first, let me just share my screen. So this is our Premiere Pro, right? So we'll go to new projects. It prompts us with this. Once you fire, so the first thing it tells you, this is Premiere Pro 2020, Adobe Premiere Pro 2020. So let's give our class, our project a name. Let's call it free class. That's the name of our project. Location, obviously, you can choose the location you want. I just like to leave it at the default. So it saves into Adobe Premiere Pro folder on your C drive. All right. Obviously, format of capture is always going to be on HDV. Now, if you look at this pull down, you see DV and HDV. DV is digital video. HDV is high definition video. And these days, cameras, what we do comes in high definition video. All right. So we click that, and then we say, okay. Hope you guys are excited because this is where the magic happens, okay? This is where the magic happens, right? So are we all seeing this interface? This is Adobe Premiere Pro. This is exactly how it looks like, right? This is how our Adobe Premiere Pro looks like, right? So now, this first screen is our source. This is our source screen. This is our source monitor. This is our program monitor. This is our timeline, and this is our project monitor. All right. So you see how it's divided basically into 4. Now we always like to, okay. So we always like to put it on edits. We always like to put our program on editing mode. We're right now on editing mode, as you can see. So now I'll show you how to import a file. You just go to File, click Import. So I have some nice clips for you guys. I have some participants canals. Okay, fine. Can now see your application. Beautiful. So I'm going here, looking at my videos. So this is let's see. Let's look at get my videos. Okay, so we'll go to this clip. So we have this clip here. Nice clips. We're going to import these clips. We're going to edit these clips, okay? We're going to edit these clips. So you just click on your clip. You can import them one by one. You could decide to import them one by one. So let me import. Let me import this lady. Boop. I drop her interview, right? So you can see she's imported. If you once you double click on the clip, it comes to your source monitor. You're looking at this marker right here. Just pull it to the beginning, then press your space bar to play. So let's hear.
Okay.
Let's just.
My name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State, from the North Central State. So
how has the experience been?
God, it has been wonderful. Like at first I was reluctant to come for the program, but it has been so wonderful. No regret at all. Like it brings people from different states, like different culture together, and through this program I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest, and also not just from the Southwest, but from some parts in North Central. I'm from Kogi State, but through this program I was able to relate with other northern states or North Central states and Southwest, and it has been so wonderful. Like I learned a lot from them, their culture, like their food, their dance, everything. It has been so wonderful. I really enjoy it. Yes.
So just quickly, can you just list some of the activities you did while you were in the center and with them, and how it was?
We did a lot of activities, like fun. It was fun. Like we did in the morning, we go for morning drill, like around 6. We go for morning drill. We exercise our bodies. And a lot of youth nowadays are lazy. So through this program, like we're able to do morning drill. Then after that, we did. We were given lunch, breakfast, and the food here are so good, like nice. I thought maybe it won't be okay, but we really appreciate the food, and we did drama, though we haven't done it yet, but we're going to do it, and it's a competition, so it's really fun. And we're going to do beauty pageants and a lot of things. Cooking, we did cooking competition yesterday, and it was really, really fun. Like, some of us can't even cook. So through this competition, we were able to put our hands together and cook, and it was really, really fun. Like, so we did a lot of activities that I can't remember all, but we were able to relate together through this program.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. And I would like to say, well, like I said, I really, really appreciate coming here. Like, I thank the organizers, the ministry, and a lot of people that put things together for this program to be possible. And I would really love for us to, like, not just the North Central states and the Southwest, like other political zone, to also come together to learn about each other's culture. And so I think that's just all I have to say.
Thank you. Okay, so we have watched this clip from beginning to end. It's 3 minutes, 11 seconds long. And she's talking about a program that just happened. So let's just imagine now that you are giving this as an editor. A producer gives you this and says, you have this clip, it's 3 minutes, 11 minutes long, and I want you to edit it to 1 minute, right? So they can be able to bring out the gist. Now, if you notice in this clip, there were some places where the interviewer was asking her some questions. So obviously, these are things we want to remove now. We want to remove those places where the interviewer is talking. We want to be able to get her best reaction and edit it down to 1 minute, right? Now, the producer also provided us with some other caveats, some other things to add. You understand? And let's see. Let's try and import some other things. So producer also gave us some other things to add. Okay, let's see. I don't know why. Sorry, let me just fire it up again. Don't know why. Share. So let's do that again. Okay, so we have our okay. So let's just try. I don't know why this is hanging. Okay, so he also provided us with some other clips aside from this. He also gave us some cutaways. Now, these are your cutaways. You know, they also give you some other things as Jara, you understand, that I can add. It's not always good to just have the clip, she just talking. No. So they also give you some other things as Jara, you understand, so that you can be able to now make it better. So she remember she was talking about beauty pageants, hiking, culture, you know, things like that. So we have some clips that talk about all those things here, right? So we'll import them later. But first of all, let's just first of all deal with this clip. Now, the first thing you should understand about Premiere Pro, how to in editing, two things, I and O. The letter I and letter O. I is your in point and O is your out point, right? So you're going to be using these keys more, I, O, and your space bar, right? Now, remember we talked about frame. I'll show you what a frame is now. Frame, remember, one still picture. Now, look at the screen. I'll show you a frame. This is 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 a frame. Do you understand that? A frame is just the still photo. Pop, pop. One second. It is a continuous, the continuous of this frame is what gets you that clip. Are we now understanding what we are talking about earlier on? The continuous of the frame so that when we are cutting, we know what we are cutting, right? So I take my marker back to the end. I press my spacebar key for it to start. Now, when you're editing, you have to look at the video and the audio. You edit with sound. You edit with sound. Please, don't you edit majorly with sound. So let's go. Let's start editing now. I press enter.
Okay. My name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State.
Now, I want to get, my name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State. I want to get that. I want my edit to start from, my name is Gabriel Fedo, I'm from Kogi State. It's an introduction, right? So now I take my clip back and I try to listen to before she starts. So, just that.
Okay.
Okay. Then I pause. I use my direction key, take it one frame, and I press my in point. Boop. Are you seeing a difference now on this bar? My in point has come in. I now press my space bar for it to play.
My name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State.
Now I stop. I'm from Kogi State, and I stop. I now press my out. Are you seeing that? My in and my out. So I've gotten what I want, right? Now, I have to now drag this. There are two ways you can do this. The first thing you can do, you can press comma, right? You can press comma. And then it will drag on your timeline. Are you seeing this? I can press comma, or let me delete this, or I can just drag it. Drag it, and it comes to my timeline. Are you now seeing that this clip now I've gotten, not this frame. This is now a clip. You can see it on my source monitor, on my program monitor, and it's on my timeline here. Are you seeing that? Beautiful. Now, look at the thing there. When I drag this here, I drag both the video and the audio. If you look here, you will see that I say layer. So let me delete this because I think I did it twice. Let me just take it back again. Oh, it only came 3 times. Wow, wonderful. Sorry, my bad. Let me delete 2. I have fine. Now, if you look, you will see that I have my timeline. On this my timeline, if you look here, you see V1, V2, V3, and under it you see A1, A2, A3. From A1 down, that is your audio bar. That's how you lay your audios under. Why from V1, V2, V3? That's how you lay your videos on top. Your videos are the things you see, while your audios are the things you hear. So if you notice, when I dragged it, remember, I brought my cursor straight to the window and dragged, and I dropped the 2 of them. It dragged both of them on the timeline, right? Now, if I want to, now let me delete that. Now, if I only want to drag the video, only the video, not the audio, I will just click on this tag here, which is only drag video only. I will just click on it and drop. Are you seeing that? Now, only my video has come in. There is no audio. If I play it on this timeline, we hear no audio. Sorry, I think it came 3 times. Let me just arrange this. So you can now, let me play this so you see. No audio. I only dragged the video, no audio. So let me delete that. Now, if I only want to drag only the audio, I just only click on only drag only audio, click and drop on the audio under.
My name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State.
You can see that I've only dragged only the audio, but in this case, we want to drag the video and the audio. You see, this is a professional editing software, so it gives you flexibility to create whatever you want to create. So we want to drag both of them. So I click and I drop, and then I look at my edits.
My name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State.
Beautiful. So you can see that I have edited it immediately. I've edited My voice is out, the interviewer's voice is out, and I just want that. My name is Gabriel Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State. Boom, that's it. So want to keep on editing. We go back to our clip. Remember, we just play it.
From the North Central states.
We don't want to get from North.
So
how has the experience been?
ha.
Okay, so now we now want to now get from ha. Want to get from ha. Want to get that from ha. You understand? Maybe we just want to, so we take it back frame by frame. We take it back frame by frame, and then we'll now look at where her mouth was closed. Let's try to listen.
Experience being.
So before she opens her mouth, we'll now take it frame by frame and get it to where her mouth is closed, and then we press our in point I. Remember, in point I.
Ha. God, it has been wonderful. Like I can't, like at first I was reluctant to come for the program, but it has been so wonderful. No regret at all. Like it brings people from different states, like different culture together, and through this program, I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest, and also not just from the Southwest, but from some parts in North Central. I'm from Kogi State, but through this program, I was able to relate with other northern states or North Central states and Southwest, and it has been so wonderful. Like I learned a lot from them, their culture, like their food, their dance, everything. It has been so wonderful. I really, really, really enjoy it. Yes.
So want to now stop at yes, I really, really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. So we'll take some frames back. Take some frames back. Remember, I told you this class is all about, see, and it is all about patience. You just have to sit down. Sit down. Let that creativity flow. You understand? You can't rush this. You sit down and edit. This is the editing. We sit down. So we're just right. Remember, sometimes somebody will say, no, be just 1 minute, go cut down. Do you know what it takes to get 1 minute? 1 minute advert can take you 5 months to shoot. No joke. 1 month to shoot. You may never know. Then the editing can even take you another 1 month. It will go through some process. So don't worry. We are right now on a long thing. You understand? So now, want to now get to where we want to get. So let's hear it.
Their dance, everything. It has been so wonderful. I really, really, really enjoyed it. Yes.
So I really, really enjoyed it. Yes. We now get our poop. Abi, now look at what we do. We already have our first clip on the timeline. We don't want to override it. So now we'll pick this one, both audio and video, and drag it and drop after the first. Now we're not. Remember that our what they call it, our definition about editing, arranging. That is it. You are the guy that is arranging it. You are the person. See, somebody can shoot a beautiful movie. Give it to an editor. The editor does not arrange it very well. That movie is gone. That guy will just keep that movie. No joke. So the editor, I say, he has to be patient. This thing is patience. And I just keep saying this. I want us to understand this thing, that it's all about patience. It's all about patience. You have to be patient as an editor. You have to be willing to take constructive criticism. You have to let that creativity flow. That creativity has to flow out of you at every point you are editing. You understand? There are basic rules you should follow, yes, but it does not mean that those rules cannot be broken. But first of all, you have to understand the rules before you break them. So let's see what we have here now. Remember, see here, an editor goes back to his work more than 10 times. More than 10 times. So now let's look at what we have on the timeline.
My name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State.
Now, there's something I want to show you now. This is now, for example, for people that want to go into forensics video. I want you to look at something.
States.
Did you notice something here?
It's
Did you notice something there? That is a jump cut. You see, when we're talking about types of cut, that is a jump cut. And this jump cut is what some of us look at to see when a video is doctored. That is why sometimes when you see some videos online, we look at these things to see whether it is doctored or not. Even with sound, I'm sure some of you are aware of some of the things that are happening online and everything. There are people that when they look at something, people like us, we look at this things, we say, no, this is, you know why? This is the original clip. The one on this source monitor is the original clip. Once you take out something, even if it is one thing, even if it is or and, it is doctored because it means that it has been edited. That is the reason why in a law court, if you bring something edited, it cannot stand. You must bring the original source. That's why this is called a source. Are you saying the reason why this is called a source monitor? The original, the unedited, which is raw. That is what we bring. Don't ever bring. So that's how we know. We look at that things we look at. We can, if we look at a jump cut, we know. If we look at it, that's how we know now. So I'm sure that some of you are now understanding how somebody can look at something and say, no, this don't go Premiere Pro. They don't edit them. Even Photoshop, even Adobe Audition. These are all applications we use as an editor. So let's go back.
States. God, it has been wonderful. Like I can't. Like at first, I was a long time to come for the program, but it has been so wonderful. No regret at all. Like it brings people from different states, like different culture together, and through this program, I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest, and also not just from the Southwest, but from some parts in North Central. I'm from Kogi State, but through this program, I was able to relate with other northern states or North Central states and Southwest, and it has been so wonderful. Like I learned a lot from them, their culture, like their food, their dance, everything. It has been so wonderful. I really, really, really enjoy it. Yes. Yes.
You can see that. You can see. So you can see that we have our edited clip. This is what we want. Remember, the whole clip was about 3 minutes, and we are saying, okay, we just want about a minute. We want to edit it down to a minute, right? So right now, if you look, we have 57 seconds of this. So we're just looking for 3 seconds more, or we can even leave it. We can even leave it at 57 because we want to do some intros and some outros. Okay. So now we have our clip. Now, this is beautiful already. Remember now, this is actually what they call basic edits. This is basic edit. Just cut what you want, cut out what you don't want. This is a basic edit. But you know, we can be more creative in this. Remember, can be more creative in this. Remember, we have now arranged our clips. So this total production now, we have 2 clips. If you look, this is the first clip, this is the second clip, right? This is our first clip, this is our second clip. Now, let's see how we're going to do those L cuts and J cuts. Remember, what's our L cuts? Remember our L cut and our J cuts. The L cut is what? You're seeing the person, next thing you see some other picture, but the voice continues. You understand? So these things will be playing around. So now let's look. And we'll have to look at where we're going to put it. So
my name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State. God, it has been wonderful. Like I can't. Like at first, I was a long time to come for the program, but it has been so wonderful. No.
So let's look at that. Okay. She has been talking, it has been so wonderful.
No regret at all. Like it brings people from different states, like different.
Now she's not talking about it brings people from different states. So it would be good for us to have clips. Remember, the producer or the director gave us some cutaways. Cutaways, that's why I told you that you also have no cinematography. Cutaways are shots you take that are not are not depicting the main character. You understand? Sometimes maybe when you take a shot of somebody talking, sometimes you can just take a shot of some people reacting. You understand? Not necessarily the person talking. So you can just get some shots of people that were there, wide shots, long shots. So those are all cutaways. So she's now talking about how it brings people together and everything. So let's go and import some clips. So we go back to file. We go back to our file. We go to import. And then we go to the folder where we have those clips. So right now, as you can see, we have different clips here. We have different clips here. So there's so many clips here. You can actually import all these clips in. I think let's just import all that, but I don't want to, So how we bring different people together. So let's look. So right now we are having different clips of people. You can see we have different clips of people, different clips of people. So let me just import some clips. Let me just import all the clips so that we can work with this because it's part of editing. One of the things about editing is that for this 1 minute edit we are going to do, don't be surprised on how many clips we're going to go through to get the best clips to tell this story. Because this is 57 seconds, but we cannot just have 57 seconds talking. It's boring. You understand? 57 she's just talking. No, this is beautiful, fine. I've edited this, but we need to also get, some reactions, some clips that depict what she's saying. Because now she's not talking about, she came here, she met different kinds of people, she met people from different culture, she met people from the South, West. And so, the Southwest, we are basically looking at the Yoruba side of the country, Abi, and she's from the North Central. So we're looking at the Quarries, the Igalas, the people from Benue State, all those kind of things. You see, you can understand that even to be an editor self, you have to even know. You understand? You have to know some things. So you have to know some things. So let's look at what she said here again, so that we can know the best cutaway that we're going to have.
Oh, like it brings people from different states, like different culture together, and
so she's talking about the people from different states and different cultures together. So let's look at something that depicts culture here. Different cultures, you understand? So let's look. Okay, beautiful. You can see. Wonderful. Voila. We have something here. We have something here.
Is Dadiju Sultan number 10. So, question number 10.
We have a Yoruba man. This probably looks like a northern lady. This looks like someone from Oyo or something. So this clip is good. You understand? This one looks good. Let's look at this other one. Let's look, you have to just search for clips. You understand? This girl looks like a baggy girl.
Please give the mic.
So it's okay. I like these shots. I would like to have these shots to depict what she's saying. So I go to my endpoints. I look at a very nice place where I'm looking at when she's looking at the camera, it's nice. I put my endpoints. I press my play.
The second person. The second person is female representative.
So I say, okay, I want to just get it to this point. I say, okay, this is fine, and I'll press my out points. So I've gotten my input and my out points here. Now, I don't want to import the audio with this video because I want her to be talking while this video comes up. Remember, I'm not trying to get my L cut. Remember, our L cut. You're hearing, remember, you start hearing the person talking. Next thing, you see a different video, but you're hearing the sound. So I pick it, remember, drag only video, and I drop it at this marker where I want it. Bam! I see. I've dropped it. Now let's play it and let's see how it goes. Let's just play it for some seconds. We can start from here.
States, like different culture together, and through this program, I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest, and also not just from the Southwest, but from some parts in North Central and from Kogi State. But
you see, I was able to learn some place from the Southwest. See, you have the Southwest there, and from Kogi State and from North Central. Let's see whether we can get somebody from North Central. Yeah, let's see whether we have a clip of somebody from depicting North Central. Let's see. Yes, this is part of what you do. You have to scour. You have to be scouring for clips. You understand? This is not editing. But no, you're looking for clips. There's a lot of clips, but you have to look for clips. You have to look for clips. You understand? So we're not trying to get somebody that looks like from the North Central. Let's see. Aha! So we have this man here. He looks like he's from the North Central. What do you think? So we want to get this guy. So we just press our in points. Let's get a good frame of him. Seconds of that. And out. Boop. So now we drag him. Remember, we now drag him and put here. Bam. So now watch this and tell me what does this look like.
States, like different culture together, and through this program I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest, and also not just from the Southwest but from some parts in North Central. I'm from Kogi State, but through this program I was able to relate with other.
Then we just want to end it here. Now remember, that's something. This is the flexibility about this software. You can also edit in the timeline. You can also edit in the timeline. So if you want her to come back at this point, maybe as I'm hearing this.
But through this program, I was able to relate with other.
I want to start seeing her. So I just go to the clip I have overlaid and just drag it and cut it. I just drag it and cut automatically.
This program, I was able to relate with other northern states or north central states and southwest, and it has been so wonderful. Like, I learned a lot from them, their culture.
Now, I want to now get something. She now said their culture, their tradition. So let's get some culture. Yeah? Let's get some culture in here. Abi, what do you guys think? Let's get some culture. Let's get some cultural things. So now I'm looking at this clip. I say, this is a nice clip. You understand? The producer was able to give me this. I like this. So I want to now get a very nice clip. So I want to get where this guy's leg is on the ground. Let it start from there. So I will just go frame by frame. And once it's on the ground, I press my in points. Remember, I told you it is all about I and O and space bar. I and O and space bar. Don't forget it to I, O and space bar. So I want to now get him where his leg comes down. So I just go and it's down. Oh, beautiful. And I drop it here. Now, there's a difference in this time around. There's a difference in what I did now. Let me do it again. This time around, I want to take both the audio and the video of this and drop it. The audio and the video of this and drop it. Because there's an effect I want to do. So I will show you what I'm going to do. So I'll drag it. You can see it. I'm not dragging the audio and the video together, right? Now let's play it. Now you can see that the audio of the clip I put has overshadowed her voice. So what do I do? There's something I want to do. I want her voice to go, and then when it ends, I want the audio of this dance to kick up. So what do I do? I click on the clip, I right click, and I go to unlink. I press unlink. Poop. I have unlinked the audio and the video. Now watch. I click on the audio, I drag it to the end of her audio. Do you understand that? Now let's play it again and let's see.
Their culture, like their food, their dance, everything. It has been so wonderful. I really, really, really enjoy it. Yes.
Are you seeing that? It's really, really wonderful. And then the audio kicks in. Abi? Abi, are you seeing how beautiful that looks? This is now giving us 1 minute now. Are you seeing this? It's now giving us 1 minute, right? But if you notice, or if you look at this audio now,
Their dance, everything. It has been so, so wonderful. I really, really, really enjoy it. Yes.
the audio entered, it didn't sink in, it didn't enter well. Abi, we have achieved what we have gotten what we wanted, but the audio did not enter very well. So what do? I'm trying to show you, this is an introductory class. I'm hoping to spark creativity in some of you today. That's actually what I'm hoping to do, to spark that creativity. From today onwards, you're not going to be looking at movies the same way you look at it. That's a guarantee. You're going to be looking at movies or productions, and you'll be noticing cuts, different kinds of cuts. You understand? So let's work on this audio now. I will go. So now I go to my what? My project bar. I click. I go to effects. Effects. Are you seeing that? I click on my effects. I go to audio transition. Audio transition. Go to crossfade. Constant. Now, this is always under crossfade. Constant power is a beautiful effect you should always use to fade in and fade out. Fade in and fade out. You understand? Use it to fade. Let me expand this. Just expand it. So I want to put it here so that it can fade it in. So I just click on it, double click, drag, and drop. Are you seeing that? Now let's play it again.
Yes.
Now, we also drag on these two, double click, and put also our audio too. So we put it on the both audios, both on her audio and on the other clip's audio. Now let's play it.
Yes.
Now, let's also put this effect at the end of this audio, at the end of it, so that it fades beautifully. It fades out beautifully. Now let's hear this.
Really, really, really enjoy it. Yes.
Beautiful. Are you looking at this? Are you looking at this? Now let's play this again.
My name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State. Ha! God, it has been wonderful. Like I can't, like at first I was reluctant to come for the program, but it has been so wonderful. No regret at all. Like it brings people from different states, like different culture together, and through this program I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest, and also not just from the Southwest but from some parts in North Central.
Now, if you look at this, you find out that we stayed too long on this cutaway, Abby. If you look at this.
And through this program, I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest.
So I want to now cut this. I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest. I want to cut it. I want to cut this cutaway so that it stayed too long, right? So remember what I told you, you can actually edit also on the timeline. So I just click on the clip, drag to where I want. Now look at this.
Together, and through this program I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest, and also not just from the Southwest but from some parts in North Central. I'm from Kogi State, but through this program I was able to relate with other northern states or North Central states and Southwest, and it has been so wonderful. Like I learned a lot from them, their culture, like their food, their dance, everything. It has been so wonderful.
Now, there was a place you said their culture, their dance, their food was so wonderful. So let's look, because we're trying to make it beautiful. You understand? It's all about beauty. And we're looking at.
My name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State. Ha!
Now, I like this beginning, but it entered into ha. Abi, just entered into ha. So want to put something, right? Want to put something that would like it's not just let it just jump into the ha. You understand? Want to put something that is just going to give it some, little kind of like montage. Montage is what it is. It's like what rapid shots that will just come pop, 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 pop. You understand? So we like what we have, but we want to just make it better, right? So let's look at some clips here. We go back to our projects. Let's look at some clips here. My brain is blessing Ifedor. Okay, fine. Let's look at some clips that we can be able to use to show that some programs, a program happened. Let's look. Let's see. Okay, let me say, okay, just put some dancing video here, something dancing. Okay, so let's just take this one. Let's look for a good place. Let's look. Okay, so let's look. Okay, so okay, we want to just put this clip in. So I and O, right? Now, this is to tell you how beautiful this software is. We can just highlight everything. You can see, we just want to just highlight this side, leaving this first clip. So we highlight all this side, just push it back a bit. We drag this clip. We now go back to our source monitor, pick this clip we want to add and put. We have now put it. So we now have this.
States.
Then we now put back our clip, press the empty spot and delete, and it deletes that side.
Ha! God, it has been wonderful. Like,
so,
ha! God, it has been wonderful. Like,
so now have this. Now we are looking at this and we say, we still need to, we can still do some nice things here. Abi, fine. We can still do some nice things here. Now let me show you something. You see this audio? I will drop it down here. Right? I'll drop this audio down here and I'll do what? Unlink it. And I would now stretch it. Are you seeing? I've stretched it. I'm now stretching only the audio, not the video again. Now watch this. Now we're now hearing this audio under her own, but it is overshadowing her audio. I'm trying to also show you how to work with audios with your videos. You understand? You want to give your client the best, right? So now I'll click on this audio. Are you hearing me? I'll click on this audio, double click on this audio. And if you look at my source monitor, it will change. It now gives me the audio wave. I now go to my effects. I pull down my volume, and I keyframe it. You understand? So I want to reduce the level at some point in time. So I'll first of all put a keyframe, and this is how to add a keyframe. We just look at keyframe here. So you just click, and it adds a keyframe immediately. Immediately she comes up, add that keyframe. Immediately add that keyframe. You go to the dB. This is the decimal decibel of the audio, and you drag it back. So I just drag it down to, let me say 21, and I play.
God, it has been wonderful. Like, I can't, like, at first I was a long time to come for the program, but it has been so wonderful. No regret at all. Like, it brings people from different states, like different culture together, and through this program I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest, and also not just from the Southwest but from some parts in North Central, from Kogi State. But through this program I was able to relate.
So you can see what we have done, but we're able to now lay an audio under. So you are
but from some parts in North Central, from Kogi State. But through this program, I was able to relate with other northern states or North Central states and Southwest, and it has been so wonderful. Like I learned a lot from them, their culture, like their food.
Okay, fine. Want to also boost her sound, want to boost her own audio. So we'll click on her audio. We'll go to what? Effects control. We'll go to under her audio and we boost her audio. We just boost her audio. Let's just boost it up a bit, maybe 6.4. And let's just play and let's hear.
So like I can't, like at first I was reluctant to come for the program, but it has been so wonderful, no regret.
So are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Let's play it from the beginning to the end. Let's hear this.
My name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State. God, it has been wonderful. Like I can't, like at first I was reluctant to come for the program, but it has been so wonderful, no regret at all. Like it brings people from different states, like different culture together, and through this program I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest, and also not just from the Southwest, but from some parts in North Central, from Kogi State. But through this program, I was able to relate with other northern states or North Central states and Southwest, and it has been so wonderful. Like I learned a lot from them, their culture, like their food, their dance, everything. It has been so wonderful. I really enjoy it. Yes.
Beautiful. So you can see, let's just say, okay, now this is what we want to achieve. Now there's something else. There's something else now. We want to now put what? A chest caption. A chest caption to show. We just want to just put her name. You know, I want to put her name. You know, so everybody say, my name is Grace. So let us call her Miss Grace or Grace. Okay. So we want to put the chest caption. I'm showing you all this so you can know how to put sound, how to place videos, and how to place text. You understand? This is the basic. Once you know how to cut clips, manipulate sound, place text, that is the basic. Every other thing is now master. Is now what we call a master class. Because that one I'm now looking at how to color correct, how to color grade, how to do some effects, how to make her disappear, how to make her appear, how to put some thunder effects, all those kind of things, movies, blah, blah, blah. You understand? So now let's look at how we're going to put a text on this clip. So this is what you do. Look at it very well. You go to edit. You click on your edit here. Edit. Let me see. Okay. On this one, we get on the file. So we go to file. We go to new. We go to new, and we go to legacy text. Legacy text. We click on legacy text. It automatically gives us the frame and the height, the width and the height of the video. If you're shooting at 4K, you will see the width and the height. So we're shooting at 1920, 1080p. This is the width and height of the video. All these things, you have to understand it as a video editor. You have to be able to know width and height of videos you are working on. It's very, very important. So we click on OK, and it gives us this pull down, this window here, right? So we can see her. Now, we want to put a chest caption. What happened? I am offline. Okay, because I was working directly from my, okay, let's cancel this. Let's try and relocate all our videos. Okay, let's look at our videos. 370, okay. That was how I moved. Don't mind me. That was how I moved. So it now unlinked from my hard drive. All right. I'm sorry about that. So we click on square, square, square. We click on, remember, let me take it back again. This is your select tool. You select your select tool, click on square, and you just lasso. It draws a square, right? Draws a square. You click on the color of the square, just at the side of it, you see color. Now, you just come and say, okay, I would like to make the color blue. So I click on I just pick my blue here. And so you can see I have my blue. You understand? I have my blue on my square. I pick my select tool and I move my square how I want. I want to use this as a base of where I would write my text so that it does not conflict with that white there. So you can manipulate it, you can drag it. You can drag it like this. You can drag it like this. You can reduce the height. You can do so many things to it. You understand? So I just say, this is okay. I want to put it at this side of the screen. I would like to just have it at this side of the screen. Boop. So this is nice enough. Then I click on my type 2. When I double click, I say, okay, I want to just type her name. And I say her name is Grace. So I just Grace, right? I click my select tool. Now, this gives you some presets. That's the beautiful thing about Adobe Premiere Pro. It gives you some presets that I can immediately use. So there's some presets on there. I just click on it. It gives me my Grace. You see, the presets already just changes how it comes. So I just arrange it how I want. Grace. I just put it there. Grace. Pop. Come here. Reduce my. So this is just what I want. I just want to just put Grace as her name. It's simple. You can do something more complex than this. So it's all about your creativity. You understand? It's all about your creativity. Not necessarily, you don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just trying to just give you example of what to do. So just Grace, and then that is it. So this is Grace. I close my legacy text. It has appeared on my project time. I just click it and drag and drop. Are you seeing that? I just click it, grab, and drop. Now let's play.
It has been wonderful. Like
Awesome.
I can't. Like at first, I was a long time to come for the program,
but remember, it is going out and in. Yeah, I don't like the way it's coming in and out. I want it to transition in and transition out. So what do? We go back to our effects. Remember, this effects rack, you have a lot of effects here. So now, remember, these ones here, remember the ones I told you on top are what? Your videos. Those are the things you see, the ones under our audio. So I want to do an effect on my video. So I only go to it's only right I go to my video transition, go to dissolve, click on my dissolve. And it's always on this cross dissolve. So I click on my cross dissolve, I drop it at the edge of the name tag and drop it and drop one again at the end of the name tag. Now watch how this goes.
God, it has been wonderful. Like I can't. Like at first, I was a long time to come for the program, but
so I say, wow, this is nice. I'm comfortable with what I have here. So I'm happy with this production. I'm comfortable with what I have, and I want to export it. I want to now export my work. I'm happy. I remember I've been able to use different kinds of cuts in this. I've been able to use a J cut and I've been able to use an L cut on this clip. This is just 1 minute. Look at it. This is just 1 minute, 9 microseconds. And look at the time we have spent. Beautiful. But that's the beautiful thing about editing. You would love it. When you create something like this, you would love it. So I want to export. So I go to my file. This is important. I go to export. I go to media. I click on media. Immediately it gives me this pullout. Now, this is the format every social media use, because this is when the social media era. Everybody's posting on social media. So this is your format for exporting H.264. Click on it, boop. Then go to your presets. Now, remember, it gives you different social media handles that you can post on. You have your YouTube, Vimeo, mobile device, different ones. So if I want to post it on YouTube, I'll just go to YouTube. Now, basically, every phone can play 720p. It's only some high-grade phones that can play 1080 and 4K, like your iPhones and the rest, and your big Samsungs. But they can also play to 720p. So basically, most times we always keep our exports, if you're someone that puts content on social media, at high quality 720 HD or YouTube 720 HD, high definition. Now, I'll give you some, I'll just give you this for free now. If you look here, you see that you have here what they call high quality 480p SD. This is standard definition. We have passed standard definition. We don't use standard definition again. We use high definition. And then we use ultra. We use high definition. We use 4K and we use ultra HD. Ultra HD. That is now where we are going to. Some televisions are ultra HD, 4K, 6K. So never put anything on standard definition. Never put anything on standard definition, please, because it will drop the quality. So we can either put on high quality 720p or YouTube 720p. That is your minimum up. So let's just put it on high quality 720p so that everything you can put it on anywhere. So you can see beautiful. It is still, you can see it on high. Make sure export video is on, export audio is on, output name. You just click on output name. You select where you want to save this work. Video, I click on my video. And then I now change the name. I now put the name. Let me just call it Grace. Save. And then I export. And then I export here. Boop. Voila. And then this is exporting. It's giving me 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Don't worry, it's always going to give you this kind of minutes. Now, why this is exporting, I will say some little, at least I'll just give you guys some little tidbits. First and foremost, this going into video editing business, these are the things you need to know. In Nigeria, light is a problem. Light is a problem. So it's advisable you use a very, very good laptop. A very, very good laptop. If you're going to use a desktop, have a UPS, because I tell you, there are works you're going to do that are going to give you 5 hours exporting time, encoding time. 5 hours. And once they take light, the project goes off. Once the light comes back on, you're starting again. That's why sometimes you see some people, they'll say, I give video data my work for the past 2 months, 3 months. Sometimes it could be that, first of all, you can see what Steven took for us to just edit 1 minute. And I'm actually trying to bring it all within the time frame we have for this meeting. Because if I wanted to, I would actually sit down, look at so many things, bring you some clips, that kind of thing. A lot of things, just for 1 minute. So, you understand? So, first of all, I told you, light is your best friend as an editor, and light is also your enemy. So you have to be able to, if you can, use a laptop to use a laptop. You understand, as an editor, get a very, very good laptop with those specifications. If you can't get a laptop, a desktop, attach it to a UPS so that I can be able to have power. A small generator, it never hurts. These are some of the things you're going to be investing in as an editor. You're investing in light so much. So first of all, light is your friend as an editor, first of all. Secondly, as an editor, don't rush yourself. Don't rush your production. If you're editing and you have your blocks, maybe suddenly you're having creative block, maybe creatively you're blocked. Leave the project, save the project, leave the project, go out. Go somewhere, maybe watch people play football or look at the sky or something, do something else, so that your mind is to cluster, so that creative juice can flow back in. Because it's all about creativity. You can see how I am manipulating audios and videos and text. Even see, the beautiful thing about Adobe Premiere Pro is that, or editing, is that you can make of different things. You can even bring in slideshows, you can bring in PowerPoint presentation. All these things can be brought in. You can decide to, okay, I want to do parallel edits, whereby she's talking at this screen and this screen, something else is shown, or what she's talking about is this side. That kind of thing. It's all about your creativity. And again, YouTube is your friend. You understand? Go to YouTube. You understand? But the first thing is that you should be able to understand the basics, the basic principles of editing first. It's when you understand all these principles, then you can now start saying, okay, I want to now create this style, I want to do this, I want to do that. And that is why going forward, we are going to have a master class. You understand? A master class is a more in-depth class that we are going to go in-depth on editing, video, color correcting, color grading, parallel edits. We're going to go into those different kind of cuts. You know, we only dealt with 2 kinds of cuts. We're going to go into different kinds of cuts. You're going to see how to do different kinds of cuts. You understand? So remember, this is brought to you by TLI. TLI, and they are launching their website soon. This is a wonderful place. You understand? A wonderful place to learn so much skills. So our export is done.
It has been wonderful. My name is Gabriel Blessing Fedo, and I'm from Kogi State. God, it has been wonderful. At first I was reluctant to come for the program, but it has been so wonderful. No regret at all. It brings people from different states, different culture together, and through this program I was able to get to know a lot about the Southwest, and also not just from the Southwest, but from some parts in North Central. I'm from Kogi State, but through this program I was able to relate with other northern states or North Central states and Southwest, and it has been so wonderful. I learned a lot from them, their culture, their food, their dance, everything. It has been so wonderful. I really enjoy it. Yes. My name is Gabriel.
So we'll stop this. So I believe we have we have viewed what we just edited right now. So at this point in time, I would be open for any questions. Please, any questions you can ask me, and then let's get on with it. Thank you.